I'm an American walking in Russia. This week there is a new decree that Russia has signed which makes a faster track for people serving in the special military operation who are foreigners to get citizenship. The chatter, however, on the internet from immigrants that want to live in Russia but do not want to serve is, oh my gosh, what's going to happen? Am I going to get drafted? I've been talking with different people and working on this for a couple of days to get answers, and I want to give you my opinion, let you know where it's at as far as I understand it right now. Welcome to EXPAT American. I am the EXPAT American. Find out what's going on in Russia today.
People started texting me since like 7 a.m. and asking what's going on. We are really nervous. We're in panic. What's going on? Does it mean that we are not able to get our permanent residency or temporary residency or citizenship unless we sign the contract and go to SMO?
Join the military.
To join the military and
the special military operation.
Special military operation, yes.
Okay, so like I said, this week this decree was signed, and a lot of people are concerned because they think that it means that if they're an immigrant and they're planning to live in Russia, or they're already living in Russia and they're working on their paperwork, they now have to sign a one-year contract to be in the special military operation. And in the decree, it says all males ages 18 to 65.
And we were trying to find out, so I was talking to different lawyers today, and of course, so we also asked our friend now, Dmitry Kuznetsov, what will be his comment on this news, on this new decree.
Yes, because the concern would be if you're, let's say, a 46-year-old Westerner and you want to move here with your family and your brain and your money, that you're ready to give and live in this country, but you don't know that you have the health. You don't know if your 16-year-old son speaks Russian enough to join the military, and you may say to yourself, well, never mind then, I'm just going to stay in the West even though the culture is rotting.
We want clarification on this, my wife and I, of course, because we're living here and we're helping people immigrate. And so we got Deputy Dmitry Kuznetsov to speak to us about it. And he is of the opinion that this is just a new way. It is not the only way. And his suggestion was for my wife to submit a petition to him that he would submit and get a very clear answer. And basically that's where we're at. Is this the only way, or is this just another new way? Now, it has been 48 hours. We've been talking to different legal analysts and different experts in this field.
So it is his belief that this does not apply to everyone, but we'll get clarification with the petition.
Мое убеждение, что каждый американец может, разделяющий общие традиционные духовно-нравственные ценности, может переехать в Россию, получить гражданство и голосовать за нашу партию.
So he's convinced that any American can move to Russia and share the traditional family values and also can support our party.
We'll talk to one person and they will say, this is fine. It's just a new way for people that want to serve. It does not apply to everyone. And then we'll talk to someone else and they'll say, no, it does apply to everyone. So we're still playing the waiting game, but I wanted to give you an update and wanted you to know that we are working on it and we want to get answers. We want to know what's going on. And I read the comments. Some people say, well, you should definitely serve. Everyone should serve. And, my opinion is a person should have the heart to serve the country they're living in. Maybe that's military service. Maybe that's something else. Maybe it's just moving here and having a bunch of children that will have a bunch more grandchildren that will be citizens of this country and improve the birth rate. Maybe it is coming here with your money, investing. Maybe it is being a highly qualified specialist and working for this country in some capacity. And just as important, maybe it is serving in the military.
Well, I just really want to make this petition as soon as possible. And when we get the results, when we get the response, we will let you know as soon as possible, guys, as soon as we get the answers, the official responses.
Okay. All right. So he feels good about things, but we're going to do the petition anyway, just to get further clarification.
The official clarification.
Hopefully in a few days or in a few weeks, something like that.
I hope in a few days. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, in Russia, it is mandatory that all males in their young years, teenage 20s, serve a year of, I guess you would say, basic training is how an American would understand it. It is not part of the special military operation. And the idea, I believe, is if all your males are doing a year of military training and service for their country, that they are going to have a vested interest in their country. It's going to unify their country. Now, the concern with this new decree is, well, if it's for all people that want to immigrate, then you may have a lot of Westerners that have money and brains and children that might be a great benefit to Russia, but they're now going to decide to take their chances with living in the West, even though it's a decaying culture, and they're not going to come here. So I understand that concern. I mean, if I take myself, for example, so I'm 51. I hurt my back. I was bedridden for 4 months this year. I'm walking with a slight limp now. Every step is a little bit of pain. I can't run to catch the bus. So does that mean that's my excuse to not do anything for this country? Absolutely not. I mean, I make these videos. I started this channel because I was concerned for this country and for the world, and I wanted to do my part to make peace. I had a mild journalism background and Hollywood background, and so I decided this is what I would do, even though it pays almost no money. I want to do my part in this world, in this country where I'm raising my children. And so that's my example of what I've chosen to do. For every person, it may be different. And you should keep in mind that signing a one-year contract doesn't necessarily mean you're going to be on the front line. I mean, there's a lot of people behind the lines doing their part with the infrastructure. But I understand it's a concern. We have a lot of viewers that have moved here or plan to move here, and they want to know what they may or may not be getting into.
I wish it was a full answer. It's not a full answer, but it is a we're going to find out answer, I think. And I feel good about that plan from Dmitry Kuznetsov, the deputy, and Svetlana, that they will work on a petition and get to the right answer.
Svete has submitted the petition now, and we are waiting for our friend Deputy Dmitry Kuznetsov to give us a clear answer, and we'll keep posting as soon as we know more. Thanks so much for watching, and share this video with anyone that you think is concerned, and understand that I am not a lawyer, and I am only sharing my opinion in this video. And I thought, even though I'm not a lawyer, you would want to know something from somebody. So this is what I surmise so far based on all the chatter and conversations I've been a part of for the past 48 hours. Like, subscribe, comment, let me know what you think, and share this with your friends.
Okay, so we'll see how
Thank
the
you.
petition goes.
Ясно.
All right. Thank you for joining us, sir.